This just in.
Reporting to you live from BTG Squad. This is the BBC BWC news. This is the greatest masturbation history. This is the greatest masturbation mystery in history.
What? This just in. We have breaking news. Now going to our live reporter, Jared Jackson.
Some people are calling this the most incredible masturbation story ever told. Something otherworldly. This extraterrestrial has been known to play in roles such as E.T., American Dad, and other films.
Many.
His disappearance a couple of years ago has baffled scientists, both scientists and NASA agencies alike. Finally, his body was discovered, bruised in a dastardly pose at Southwest Airlines baggage claim center. A belt tied tightly around his neck. His hand grasps firmly around his very small wiener. One of the reasons why we weren't allowed to have him on the BBC and the WBC News. So small.
He's looking dead. Not gonna lie.
His final face, grotesque and deformed. The look on his face, one of orgasmic, one might say. We bring up this image now. The man, the myth, the legend, the E.T.
That's E.T.?
Errol, anything you want to say about the Mexican alien that was discovered recently?
I was trying. I was going to say, well, I was supposed to say Jared Jackson reporting live and Jared Jackson straight from the streets.
Hey, what the fuck?
And you're supposed to be like out on the street, right?
Oh, yeah. Here on the streets now, we're reporting we found the body of an alien.
Yes.
So, apparently Mexico has discovered E.T.
This is the first of its kind, I guess.
Yeah. He leaves behind a wife, and two very illegal aliens.
Do you think that's where the aliens in the U.S. come from?
I don't think it's an alien. I've dug into this just enough where there's enough criticism and wait, what?
Is this where all the aliens come from the U.S. and from Mexico?
It must be, bro. It's like Peru.
That's what they say.
God dang. I'll play the video. Play this video.
Remember these little guys from last week? Well, these so-called alien corpses have now undergone lab testing. Yep, that's right. They've had a full CT scan and X-rays. The bodies were presented to Congress in Mexico last week by a self-proclaimed UFO expert named Jaime Maussan. He claimed they had been discovered in Peru in 2017 and were 1,800 years old. His presentation went viral, with many calling the bodies aliens. The so-called corpses have been tested by Jose de Jesus Zalce Benitez, reportedly a military doctor and forensic expert, who says the specimens each belong to a single skeleton and have not been manipulated. But the findings have been widely disputed by scientists. Last week, a NASA scientist responded to the news and urged the men to
make samples available to the world scientific community, and we'll see what's there.
Pause.
Why did that video look really old?
What?
That guy talking at the end. Did the video look like it came from like the 70s?
Well, everything is weird, man.
Did he just mismash some stuff together?
I don't know. I don't know whether to believe this or not. I was going to do like a legit video on it. Like, oh my God, Skis, have you heard that aliens are
You
here?
wanted to, but now you don't know. Now
I
you're
was so
questioning
hyped.
it.
Well, there's so much, what's the word? Skepticism surrounding this.
But isn't there going to be for everything, even if it's real or not?
Yeah, I don't understand how you can go through X-rays and you can see inside of it and see all the bones and there were eggs or something inside of it and some unknown metal, and how you can still debunk it, but I guess someone could put it together, and like create
a skeleton.
Yeah, so I went to Forbes.com. I don't know how accurate Forbes is, whether or not people...
Money magazine?
Yeah, I don't know. But they apparently did a pretty in-depth dive into what this is. And the title of their thing is Aliens in Mexico, Not So Fast. Presenters have history of being debunked. Meaning the guy whose name is, I can't pronounce, Jamie Mosin? Jamie? I don't know, whatever. But the guy that found these little aliens, first of all, the way they were holding them, there's no way you would pick up a real alien body like that. They were just holding him like he was a frick. Yeah, like this.
It's like chokehold him.
It's like, what if his head fell off? Like, there's no way you would hold
This
it.
thing's 1,800 years old or something.
Right, they're just picking him up like this. Like,
Shouldn't you be like, oh,
yeah, you wouldn't be really. Yeah, you would be like, oh, very gently, very gently. Oh, his finger fell off.
look at it. just look at it.
They're picking it up like it's a Ken doll at the dollar store. Like, just. Oh.
As soon as he puts it down, it just turns to dust.
That's the other thing. Yeah, they have him in this weird little coffin thing. There's like dirt around it and stuff. It's just all weird. Everything's weird. Not to mention, if it was something from another planet, wouldn't it have like some weird disease on it maybe or something, and you wouldn't want it to just be out in the world? You'd want that in like a chamber sealed up with no oxygen or something, not like a climate, like they do with old paintings. You know, they seal them up so nothing ever gets to them. It's in climate controlled, whatever.
Did they say if like the skeletal structure was the same as like a human's? Could it have been like a deformed human that died?
Someone was saying it was closer to like a bird skeleton or something.
Remember these?
Some nonsense like that. I don't know. Let's go to.
I mean, everybody's going to try to debunk anything that comes out. So, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I mean, even if it was real, there's too many naysayers out there that are going to say it's not real, right? They're always going to find a way to be like, it's not real.
True, but that's what I wanted to say earlier. I don't understand how you could debunk this. You know, I don't. It's an actual skeleton that they ran through a freaking X-ray machine. Play one more video. Let's see. Look at this.
But they're trying to say that like somebody put it together, right?
But
And,
no,
like, wrapped it in paper mache.
I don't think so, dude. No, that was this. So this guy who found these skeletons, he found another one back in like 2015 or something. And he was showing that, he was touting this thing off as like it was an alien body as well. And that one was discovered to be like an old mummified remains, deformed remains of a child. You know, so they debunked he was pulling the same thing, but it was with a different kind of body, and he was saying it was an alien. So he lost a lot of his credibility. This dude, what's his freaking name? Jamie Mousen. He's a self-proclaimed ufologist and journalist whose coverage on aliens was once debunked. He presented two fossilized bodies of what he claimed were non-human corpses to Mexican Congress on Tuesday, claiming researchers could prove with DNA testing that the bodies were not of Earth.
So it's like the boy who cried wolf kind of. So they're like, this guy can't be for real.
Yeah, kinda. See, they tell about his background here. It says Musson has worked as a journalist for more than 50 years. The 2017 video report he participated in, which showed an alleged non-human remains later debunked as a mummified child's corpse, was published by Gaia.com. The website charges $99, blah, blah, blah. The website belongs to alternative video platform and publicly traded company worth $52 million market cap. But he just has kind of a history of being like a crazy UFO guy almost, you know? So he brings these bodies out. Here's another video. Let's just see. They ran the thing through. Look at this.
Okay, but what do the doctors say though?
The
Like
doctors,
after they ran it through, what did they say? Like they can debunk this other guy all they want, but if real doctors looked at this and were like, "This isn't human," shouldn't we take that of some sort of credibility?
Okay, so here,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
right here. Yep, exactly. That's what I'm going to read right now. What you're saying. According to Jose de Jesus.
Yeah, they said his
Jesus.
name earlier. He's got the name.
Really? Director of the Health Sciences Research Institute of the Secretary of the Navy. The studies showed that when they put these bodies through these tests, the studies showed that the alleged bodies belonged to a single skeleton and were not assembled.
Yeah.
Which is freaking nuts.
But they don't say if it's human or not, right?
Listen, they also said that the laboratory tests have shown that there is no, quote unquote, there is no evidence of any assembly or manipulation of the skulls.
Okay.
So...
But they're not saying if it's like of the world or not. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was like similar to a human skeletal system or if it was like different. Get what I'm saying? Like there's things that were different in this structure. Or if it could have been like a deformed human that died. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have like some weird looking people born.
Well, this is definitely not a human. Yeah. It had these
Look at his fingers, dude.
It had these weird eggs inside of it. Yeah. Look at his fingers.
El primer estudio que se hizo fue una tomografía computarizada. El segundo estudio que se hizo fueron placas de rayos X simple. Y el tercero fue un estudio de fluoroscopía. In
3 studies, they tried to see the structure of the skeleton of these bodies and were able to determine that it does indeed belong to a single skeleton that has not been joined to other pieces. Okay.
Único, no armado, de una sola pieza íntegra que no se observa ninguna especie de armado o de manipulación del cráneo como lo han dicho.
I don't know.
You see the whole the conspiracy behind this now too. The whole what the Project Bluebeam thing is, right? You kind of
I have a general idea.
So they want us to like, oh, here it goes. It's gonna start. I've seen people say like, now they're gonna make fake aliens. They're gonna make you want to believe, but don't believe they're real aliens. But what if they are? And everyone's like, you're not real. Get out of here.
That's what I hate about conspiracy theory. I almost hate conspiracy theories because they do present such great arguments sometimes that you're just like, wait. You're like, they're right, like I don't know what's real and what's fake anymore because both sides have such great arguments, it seems like. So it's like, for sure, this could be fake or it could be real. This could be fake and then they're trying to make us think it's real, or it could be real and they're trying to make us think it's fake, or it could be real and they're trying to make us believe it's real. Like there's so many... What do you want me to do?
Because everybody comes out with their determination, right?
Here's the real question. Do we believe Mexico? Because Mexico, I feel like they're a little more wild, than the United. They would just throw some stuff out here like this, just like, here it is. Look, the Mexican government, they allowed this to be, like our government would never allow a UFO guy who says they would have confiscated these bodies from this dude. If he comes to the government in the United States and is like, hey, I got these bodies, they'd have given them to us, took them from him, right? The Mexican government's like, okay, let's do a YouTube video about it. So they posted it up.
Let's put Mexico back on the map, baby.
Yeah, I feel like maybe the United States, we didn't know that Mexico was about to pull some shit like this. So we were stunned. And we were like, oh my God, they actually showed him, and now they're like, all right, throw a bunch of misinformation out there on the internet. Let's have Forbes write up an article talking about how fake it is, Let's have all these Reuters and all these other people. At the same time, though, this dude's credibility that brought these skeletons out, it's in question. He's brought some fake stuff before. And
I hope it's real.
I hope it's real, too. If it's real, show me another picture of this little mother effer. If it's real, man, this is mind-blowing. That's an alien, Skis. Check him out.
Just got him laying all nicely on a pillow. They had to put something in his body, though, right? To, like, keep it, like, preserved. There's got to be something they put around it, because, like, there's no way it's going to, like, not deteriorate.
Yeah, it looks like they just put him in a box with a glass case and a pillow around him.
Because they found him in a tomb, right? Is where they got him. So once they get it, I think that's what he got him out of was tombs, in like the Aztec tombs and stuff.
Yeah, somewhere in
Don't quote me on that because I don't know. Because I know there are people who be like, that's not where he came from.
Somebody was saying.
I'm just saying I think. I'm
Yeah,
not
dude.
100%. But I know they came out of tombs, I think.
They were somewhere in like Peru, yeah, something like that. Don't quote, obviously don't quote us on it, but
But you think they come, once they get exposed to like the natural environment after being in those for so long, you think like something would happen to their bodies, right?
yeah.
So
they
you would
start
think they'd have to put
deteriorate.
something on them to
Right.
keep them from coming apart.
You would think you would never let them touch air.
So maybe there is some sort of plaster around it.
No, because they're picking them up.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's why they're able to do that too, because maybe they like put the body in something to preserve it.
Then how would you test it?
Well, because they're using X-rays, it goes through all that stuff.
I suppose. It's pretty. It's cool because they also said this was not found near UFO wreckage, so it was just found in the dirt.
And all this stuff they did. Here's another thing, because I watch a lot of scientific stuff. So why are they not taking bones and like checking the DNA in this thing?
They did.
And what did they say? They did find DNA too.
Yeah, they found the DNA. Apparently, it wasn't human. Mexico alien DNA. Let's see.
Was it a chicken?
Was it a chicken or was it a bird? Fact checkers, Reuters. Aliens not confirmed. Two non.
Yeah, I was just curious. I don't know, but you think those are studies they would do to like just to prove any like naysayers out there they're wrong? You know,
You would think so, dude, but apparently they've done all the tests. And the doctors are not coming back and saying these are human. That I have not seen anywhere. So if that was the case,
So
we
how
would
are
have
there so many
seen it.
disprovers then, right? If doctors are like, this is inhuman, we are doctors. This
That's
does
true.
not follow human biology.
I don't know, bro. That's the BS surrounding all this. I just freaking
We don't believe him. He's paid. Right? That's all. That's where you could go with it. They
What do-
paid him off.
what do we decide as BTG squad?
We'll believe there's a COVID and get. Oh,
Damn it! Wait, say it again.
maybe it's too long into the
I don't
episode,
think
we
it
won't catch
matters anymore. Yeah, we'll put it up.
Anyways,
It doesn't matter.
people believe that, right? And go get a thing put in their body,
Yeah, get the jab.
and they just believe whatever they're told. But they can't believe this.
I have to admit, if this is an actual alien, I'm a little bit disappointed.
I'm
He
not.
looks weak.
Well, he probably was. Doesn't mean he's not a real alien, though.
He looks like I could whoop his ass, man.
Probably.
Not to
What if-
be rude or anything, but
What if he had like telepathical abilities? You like go for him, he's just like, and he's like, and your body just like folds in half,
freezes you. He does the Yoda thing and throws you.
right?
I mean, they have crazy spacecraft.
Human.
Purely human. What if his voice is super deep though? Yeah, man. I was pretty hyped up when I first saw it, but of course, so much freaking nonsense that's come out now where people are questioning it and questioning. Don't question the science. What happened to don't question the science? Okay, I'm watching this thing get run through freaking all kinds of electronic hospital machines. Like, they haven't come out and said it's like a human body or a freaking something from. We don't know what that is, right? The internal pictures of this thing, dude, were wild.
Definitely had a
There were like eggs in it.
crazy skull for sure.
Very crazy. Freaking E.T. is phoning home. I just don't get why they would touch it. God, that's such a crazy picture.
Well, I mean,
Why would you
you
touch
still wouldn't
that?
want to? I mean, I definitely would probably have gloves on.
Yeah, man. You would not touch that with your bare hands. Look at that. Wait, that looks like a different thing, doesn't
That's
it?
baller.
Maybe that's
See,
the
they
other
did.
one.
Maybe they did put something on it because there's other parts where it looks like whiter, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah. It looks more like
Well-
it's got something encased.
Well, no, there were two of them.
Oh, okay.
So this might be just the other one.
Although if they're not human, they wouldn't maybe necessarily deteriorate like humans either.
Huh.
You know?
Yeah.
1,000-year-old.
Yeah, 1,000. The results of the DNA and carbon dating tested. They're 1,000-year-old alien bodies. Whatever.
What if this is their way for you to take the thing? They're like, you know how they died?
You know how they died? They died because they didn't get the. And if you don't take you're gonna get 2. And you're gonna kill your. Probably a couple of other people too.
No,
Well,
man.
I don't know, man.
I just
Pretty
sent
wild.
you a video on that too. Did you watch it?
Video on this?
No, on what we were just talking about that you're beeping out.
Yeah. I think I watched it. Was that on Instagram?
Yeah, with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, I just watched it. Yeah. So let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Do you believe in aliens?
Of course.
Do you? Let us know if you think this is real or
If
fake.
not, don't care.
Yeah, really don't care because I think I'm all on board. I'm just gonna forget about anybody that says this is not real. I'm going all in. This is an alien. We're finally seeing it for. It's crazy. I want to see his spaceship next because this is nuts. Although he was found with a belt around his neck jerking off in the hotel or the baggage claim area for Southwest Airlines. That might be fake news. All right.
Peace.
Catch you guys in the wait. We got videos. They're floating. Here. You'll see them. Subscribe to BTG Squad. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
What's cooler than that?
Well, keep it simple, stupid.